Hey YouTube, this is RoadDoc326 here, coming at you with another G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra review. This time we'll be looking at a Crimson Neo Viper. So here you can see the box. I'll bring it up close and personal so you can, be in love with it. You can see it, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. It's the artwork of them. Go to the back side. Other toys in the wave. So you got Hawk, Agent Helix, Flash, Pit Commando, Baroness, and a Cobra Eel. Go on to his file card here. It says Crimson Neo Viper. Crimson Neo Vipers are masters of power and lethality within the Cobra ranks. They guard the leaders of Cobra and willingly submit to agonizing procedures to obtain exceptional abilities and incredible endurance. Preferred weapon? Mars Industries D57B Extreme Environment Electromagnetic Rifle. Put that back there. And let's get right to it, to the toy. Go down here. Here he is. We'll get a full view, 360 kind of thing. Start with his front side. You can tell he's got the really nice metallic red paint, which is just beautiful. I mean, this toy is just aesthetically great looking. Alright, move on to articulation. Head is most definitely restricted by the collar on his vest. Not a big deal though. I mean, you can look to the side. That's about as far as it goes right there on both sides. But I mean, who really needs to look exactly behind him anyway? Other than that, nothing else is restricted. Nothing's loose. This is one of my favorite figures as far as joints go. He's got the perfect amount of resistance. You can actually take this vest off. I don't really want to now, but what you do is you pop the head off, you unclip this, which I don't know why I did, and then you just take it off. And then underneath it's probably just a black torso. Probably doesn't have anything on it. Maybe a little detail, but no paint, I'm sure. Get a look at him on his stand. I didn't say how well he stood on it. He stands very well. Not loose or anything, not going to fall off. Alright, so that's the figure. Go on to the accessories. Put him aside. First accessory, we'll start with, we'll start with this little Cobra, well, not Cobra, but little snake in a box that he comes with here. See, here's the, I totally just dropped the snake. Here, you know what, we'll get back to this one. I'm gonna have to find that here in a second. Okay. We'll move straight on to his oversized rocket launcher then. Okay, thank you. Alright, move straight on to the oversized rocket launcher here. Nothing to say about it, except for how it's got little loose plastic. I mean, look at this. There's no way they designed these to be actually used. But get a little firing going on. Really nice springs on these bad boys though. I'll give them that. Alright, now that I found the snake, we will move on to him. Here he is. He comes. Okay, he fell out again. I don't really like this. Okay, we'll move on to the snake itself first. You can see it's like a little red, black, and yellow painted snake. It's really soft plastic. Definitely made like this. There's no way you could, well, I'm sure there is a way you could reform it, but this is the way they meant for it to look. He comes in this little box, which is just dumb. I mean, it comes with this little lid that comes on and off, and you'd think that because of that it would be solidly shut, but there's holes on this side. There's holes, like I guess it's just holes on this side, and then for some reason a hole in the bottom. Look, you can see right through that. I mean, you put the lid on, but there's still that hole down there. I don't really like that. So no matter which way you put it in, so you can put him in without even taking the lid off, and then he can fall out. Okay, yeah, now he's not gonna fall out. There it goes. It just falls out. It's nothing special, kind of cool. I think it's from the movie. Move on to his next piece of accessories. We'll start with the weapons. We'll start with this little blunt knife that you've seen in the Ripcord review if you saw it. This one's actually not painted. The Ripcord one has a black handle and a silver blade. This is just solid gray, like most of his weapons. Nothing much to it. I don't really like these guys because, like I've said in my other reviews, they got like a blunt top, which doesn't even look like a knife, so it looks like he's just running around with a butter knife. But it fits pretty well in both hands, question mark? Yes, both hands. Fits very well. Other than that, nothing much to it, nothing on it to really talk about. Move on to his little assault rifle, which comes with like a bayonet. And I don't know if it's painted or if it's just a different color plastic. I don't know if you can tell on camera. But the blade on the bayonet is like almost like a silver, whereas the gun itself is like gray. So it has slightly different colors on it. But this gun does fit well in his hand, but because of this magazine right here, kind of restricting coming in from the top, what you have to do is like aim it through his hand like this. Let's try to get a better angle. And then just turn it to get it into his hand. And you can just do that for both hands. It fits pretty well. Pretty cool. I kind of like this. It's really easy. It's one of these guns that if I could bend his arm at all. Okay, it's one of those ones where you can get him to hold it with both hands really well. Like this kind of deal. I'm not going to put it in because it'd probably take a while. But it is fairly easy to do that. Next. He's got this really long... Here, let's try to move this back more. Really long harpoon type weapon. And this fits in his hands. You just come in from the top here. Or you could just clip it to his hand. It doesn't really matter which. But fits in both hands very well. So you can have him guarding your Cobra commander like this. That's what I'm going to have him do probably. Now that I think about it. Put him back on his stand, which he fell off. Alright. Nothing really much to it. It's kind of got that thing like the assault rifle did where the blade itself is a slightly different color than the handle. Alright. Next accessory is this little pistol. Again, nothing much to it. You can just look at it. I mean, it's probably like a little... It almost looks like what the Baroness had in the movie. I don't know if she comes with this exact gun because I don't have her, but it's what it looks like she's got in the movie. So, it's probably just a normal standard Cobra pistol. But it fits in his hands very well. And most of his weapons do. None of them are going to slip out in either hand. He's really good that way. And last but not least, he comes with these dual tomahawks, which, like the other weapons, have on the blade a slightly different color than the handle. But you can get these fitting in both of his hands fairly well. Get them in there. Alright. There we go. So, there he is. Holding his tomahawks. These are pretty cool. These are usually what I have posed with. Usually not like this. I'll usually get something a little better than this, but they're pretty cool. They fit in his hand really well. So without further ado, this is the Crimson Neo Viper here. I would definitely recommend picking him up if you can find him. I've been having trouble seeing these guys lately. So if you see one, I would definitely recommend picking him up. So this is Road Doc 326, and I'll see y'all later.